Thanks for downloading the latest episode of the Fantasy Animation Podcast. It's Chris here on behalf of the Fantasy Animation team. Now, as you may have gathered, this isn't a normal episode, and neither is it one of the shorter footnote episodes that you might have been expecting. Rather, this is a placeholder to say that, like the blog, there's to be no episode proper this week due to the ongoing strike action across a number of UK higher education institutions over some devastating cuts to pensions and deteriorating pay and working conditions. The nature of academia is that while some universities might meet the threshold to strike, others may fall short, meaning that the people and the institutions involved in the running of fantasy animation are split between those on strike and those for whom it is business as normal. However, as a website, blog, and podcast, we have collectively decided to support the strikes. My thanks go to Alex and the team for backing up my own institution, who is on strike, and you'll see a few social media posts to that effect related to how we shall not be crossing the digital picket by tweeting or posting about our scholarship or research. As a bit of background, the UCU industrial action is split across two competing yet interrelated issues connected to pay and working conditions. The first is the cuts to the university's superannuation scheme, or the USS, which will see 35% cut from the guaranteed retirement income of members. The second issue is that of the four fights: pay, equality, workload, and casualisation, that are folded together into one dispute. This is because there has been over a 20% real terms pay cut over the last 12 years, coupled with unmanageable and unwieldy workloads, gender, race, and disability pay inequalities, and the use of exploitative and insecure contracts under the umbrella of casualisation, which of course impacts a number of early career academics across the sector. Don't forget too, the librarians, archivists, IT support service team, professional services roles, and many others who keep the places that you learn going may also be on strike and also be a UCU member. More information about the strikes can be found by visiting the frequently asked questions housed on the UCU website, www.ucu.org.uk. More than 50,000 staff are expected to strike, and while we'd much rather be in the classroom with our students, staff teaching conditions are student learning conditions. And as such, the so-called pivot to blended learning and reshaping of the curriculum over the last 2 years, the extended working hours, the juggling of teaching, research or scholarship and admin, balancing contact hours, marking and prep, and the impact all of this has on our ability to teach creates a perfect storm for academic staff who are just trying to make their working environment and the students' learning environment a little better. This isn't a race to the bottom, and we know that this is not fair on our students, but pensions are deferred earnings or salary paid later, which is why we are striking in the hope of finding an agreement between the UCU, the UUK, and university management. Solidarity to all those who are striking, and we look forward to getting back to our usual programming soon.